Hi, this is Nancy Finelli, your roving reporter for St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, and welcome to another episode of St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic News. I have a special guest tonight, our wonderful volunteer, Deborah DeMuza, who's a teacher at a very local school and has been doing it for years. She's very eloquent in her speech, so I'm going to escape this film and get on the other side of the camera tonight. You're going to have a schmooze with DeMuze hour. It will be the Debbie show for tonight. Don't walk in front. You want to sit here with us? Come on. You don't want to be on the camera? Come on.
Can I say hi?
Come on, just sit down and say hi.
Sit down and say hi.
Sit down. Okay. Okay, then you have to stay out of the way, okay?
Say hi. Hi. Say hi.
Here's another special guest. This is Hinata. Say hi. Hi. That's Hinata. And this is her grandma.
Hi, how are you?
You've seen Ramona before, but we're going to have a schmooze with DeMuze hour. So DeMuze is going to do all the talking. Again, I'm just going to introduce you a little bit and turn over the mic to Debbie. We're talking about St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic. It's held every Friday night in a local church. Registration between 5 and 6 p.m., and we want you all to come and utilize the services. We do physicals for school children, vaccinations, work physicals, and anyone who's sick is certainly welcome to attend. I'm getting a little distracted, I'm sorry. Everything that you need medically is taken care of by Dr. Kevin Maloney Friday evenings at a church locally. We invite you to call 914-381-2091. That's Dr. Maloney's office phone number. After 7 p.m., and you can speak to me. I can give you any details you need to know. And we want you to please come and use the services. Dr. Maloney's been doing this for well over 25 years. He's an incredible man, truly cares about his patients and about children in particular, but all of his patients. He gives you the best care possible. He's a wonderful diagnostician and can figure out what's wrong with you. And again, I say many people have put off their annual physical exams because of the state of the economy and the state of health insurance today. I'm going to remind you again that the word free in St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic is absolute. There are no questions asked. Everything that is done at the clinic is free, and it's done by volunteers who get no pay whatsoever, including Dr. Maloney. And Debbie's a volunteer there. I'm a volunteer there. And we can tell you it's a wonderful experience, and anything you need for your health is well taken care of. Again, it's on Friday nights, registration between 5 and 6. It's a quick registration because really no questions are asked. We just need some demographic information in order to be able to contact you if there's any abnormalities in your blood test or if we have any results we need to share with you. So it's a very simple process. And Dr. Maloney comes and he takes care of the patients. There's a wonderful group of nurses there who do the vaccinations and the blood draws and heights, weights, visions, hearings. We have a group of lay volunteers who take care of all the clerical stuff, as well as, they help out with the heights, weights, and visions and hearings. And anything you need is really, truly taken care of. We'd like those of you who may not need this service to share this information with people you may know who do need the service. There are certainly plenty of people out there. We have a lot of needy people right here in our own community, and we'd like you to spread the word that this service is available. I'm going to turn the mic over to Debbie, but first I just want to say, again, there's no questions asked, and when I say that, I truly mean that. There's no questions asked about your religion, about your health insurance, about anything, your socioeconomic status, your religion, your creed, anything. We welcome all. Everyone is welcome to attend, no matter where you're from, no matter what it is. You don't have to live in Mamaroneck. We certainly serve many communities, and we've been doing it for so long, and Dr. Maloney is just an incredible person to have this service available to the public. Please come, use the services. With that, I'm going to continue this story, and this story goes to around the holidays, and the holidays being Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And Dr. Maloney hosts this magnificent annual holiday party in front of his office where he gives out numerous toys to every child who attends, and that number has always been in the thousands. We had over 1,200 last year. One year we had over 3,000. Each child leaves with a bag full of toys. I'm not talking one or two, we're talking a bag full of toys. And these are wonderful toys, and they come from you, the community. They come from organizations within the village and elsewhere. They come from near and far. Anyone who would like to donate would certainly be able to. All you need to do is drop off a gift at Dr. Maloney's office, which is located at 144 East Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck. That's just off of Mamaroneck, just north of Mamaroneck Avenue, across from the harbor and that old standby store across the street, Brewer's Hardware. We invite you to do that, and we invite you to get in the festive spirit of the holiday season, being that it's better to give than to receive. And we certainly want to enlighten your hearts and certainly stop by and witness what this annual holiday party is all about. Thousands of children standing on the street waiting for a toy. These are truly needy children. In many instances, it's the only Christmas they have. They are in awe of what they receive. They are ever grateful to Santa, Dr. Maloney, and our corps of volunteers who number in the hundreds each year, because there's so many people out in the street waiting to receive toys. I want to quickly just add a few things. I'm turning the mic over to Debbie. The reason this is possible is because we have the Mamaroneck Village Police Department patrolling everything, making sure that nobody goes out in the street, gets hurt. They're here all the time. This is on their free time, not on duty. And we get a great group of them to help us out. The fire department, who sets up the fire truck, runs the lights and everything, adding festivity to the mood. Dr. Maloney's office is decorated to the nines. It looks like a store on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan. Several Santa Clauses, many Christmas trees. It's just a beautiful scene. And the children in awe and waiting patiently, and I repeat, patiently, to receive their gifts. It happens every year. We're not mentioning date. And we'd like you to help us out anyway. If you know children in need, have them attend. You can also get that information by calling the office at 914-381-2091. But please call after 7 o'clock when we're finished with patients. I'll give you all the information you need. One year we gave out tickets. We don't do that anymore. Anyone and everyone, every child is welcome to attend. No questions asked. Just be there. I'll give you the date and time when you call. And again, I want to thank the DPW who comes and keeps the street clear and makes sure nobody runs out, the fire department, the police department, and a quick thanks to all the organizations who have donated to us toys in the past, the real estate offices, the schools, the churches, the businesses, the local businesses. And we just want to say again, thank you. And again, I want to say the reason we do these films is so that you would help us out. And you, the community, has been awesome in your response. You've always come across for us. We have never let a child go away without a bag full of gifts. Even the year we had 3,000 kids, we have no idea how we did it. It was like manna from heaven. It was incredible. Every child left with a bag full of toys. We never have leftovers. It just always seems to come out the right number. And we have no way of knowing ahead of time how many children there will be. So God is on our side. We'd like you on our side by helping us out. Please donate what you can in the form of a new toy. I'm not going to repeat myself. I've said before, if you're out and about, see a great toy reminiscent of your childhood, of something your own child has enjoyed, please pick it up and share it with a child in need. There's great things out there. I see lots of retro toys, things that I enjoyed when I was a child. They're making a comeback. And not everything is electronic and computer and Wi-Fi and all that. There's great hands-on toys that... Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? My ears are grishy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. She's gonna pull it off. Okay, so I am going to turn the mic over to Debbie, and I'm going to get behind the camera just for once. For a while, I need a little break. I've been doing a lot of these. And I want you to enjoy the Schmooze with Demoose hour. She'll keep you entertained, and Debbie's a lovely person. and a dedicated, hardworking volunteer. And again, if you'd like to help us out, other than donating a toy, or we also say monetary donations, which are all tax deductible. We could also use volunteers at the clinic itself if you have a time commitment that you can give every Friday night. It's not long, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours max. And the holiday party is also something you can involve yourself in by volunteering. So if you'd like any of that information, again, call the office after 7 any night. I'm pretty much here 7 days a week, and the number is 914-381-2091. And Monday through Friday after 7, Saturday after 2, and sometimes I'm even here on Sunday. You can try me anytime. So any information you need, give it a call, and I hope you can help us out once again. Thank you for everything you do for us. The real reason we do these films is to make, to show our appreciation for everything you've done in the past and ask you to continue to do so in the future to keep this going. I'm going to turn the mic over to Debbie, and she's going to schmooze with you.
Well, hi, my name's Debbie Demusa, and this is Schmooze with Demuse for half an hour. This is the first time I've done this all by myself. I'm usually with my friend Nancy and Samir, who's another volunteer at the clinic and does a really good job. But he's not here tonight, so I guess you're just going to have me for the next half an hour. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Dr. Maloney, about the clinic, and about the Christmas party that he hosts every year, which he's been doing for over 25 years. He's a wonderful doctor. He's a wonderful person of the community. As you might have guessed, I'm not American. I'm actually British. I came from England 12 years ago now. And Dr. Maloney was the first doctor we met. And he's been our doctor ever since. He really looked after my family, and he's been wonderful. Whatever we needed, he's always been there for us. And he's been a really, truly great doctor, but also a great friend. So for that, I'm really grateful to him. And I think he's a wonderful person, and everything he does in the community is just wonderful. As Nancy told you before, I'm actually a teacher in a local school nearby. And I work all week. And every Friday after work, the first thing I do is give my time up to the clinic as a volunteer. And I've been a volunteer at the clinic for nearly almost about 10 years, about 8 years, something like that. Going on 10 years, I can't remember, but a long time. But, I don't mind doing it because it really is a great way for me to pay back to Dr. Maloney for all he's done for me and my family over the years. And it's a really great way to give back to the community, which is why Dr. Maloney does it too. It's a wonderful service, very local, here in Mamaroneck. And it's at 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock every Friday. And when you come, no money is asked for. Anybody can come, anybody. We don't turn anybody away. And all we do is ask for just a few demographics like your name, address, telephone number. That's just so we can get in touch with you in case there's a problem. But that's all the information we need to register. It literally takes about 5 minutes, and then you're all set to see Dr. Maloney. So whatever you need at the clinic, for example, if you need vaccinations for your children who are going back to school and need the shots, otherwise they can't go to school, then we'll provide them for you. If you need blood work doing, we provide that too. If you just feel under the weather or sick and need antibiotics, then Dr. Maloney is happy to provide that for you too. Like I said before, he's a wonderful doctor, and he's a great... Are you going to come and say hi?
Yes, we're going to let Hinata say hi so
Okay.
they can see
And he's a great...
the work that Dr. Maloney does.
Okay. Okay, just a minute. You can talk in a minute. I'm going to pass you on to Ramona and Inata. But I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about the clinic. I'm not the only volunteer who's there. There's lots of volunteers, and we really enjoy what we do. And please, come and utilize this service. It's a wonderful service. I recently, I heard early. Okay, I'm going to have to pass you on to Anata. I think she's desperate to say something.
Say hi.
Hi, I want it.
Yeah, hold it. Say hi.
Hi.
Say, can you please bring us
Please.
some toys?
Toys.
There's a lot of kids that need
Kids.
toys.
Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm one of those kids.
I want kids.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so that brings me on to the next thing. I was going to talk to you about the clinic. But before I do, I just wanted to say a little bit more before I talk about the Christmas party, I just wanted to say a little bit more about the clinic. I recently heard the other day that over the past 10 years, sadly, 1 million people have died in this country, but not because of a disease they've had, because they've been sick, but because they don't have health insurance, which is really, really sad. Dr. Maloney is trying to stop that from happening by providing this wonderful service. So even if you don't have health insurance, don't worry about that. If you feel sick, just use this service. Just use this service. So it's really sad to think that people just don't go to the doctors because they don't have the right health insurance. But Dr. service for people who don't have health insurance. So it's a really good thing. And please just use the service. Like I said, it's every Friday night between 5 and 6, and everyone's welcome. We're also looking for volunteers too. So if you feel you'd like to volunteer your time on a Friday night with me and Samir and the other volunteers, then please just come along to the clinic. You can phone Dr. Maloney's office after 7, and Nancy will give you the information of where the clinic's at. Okay, now the other thing that Dr. Maloney does for the community, which he's been doing for over 25 years now, is host a wonderful Christmas party for children like Hinata. Do you want to come and say hi again? Come on then, quickly. Just tell them what your name is.
I'll hold it.
Say what your name is.
Hi.
What's your name? What's your
I'm
name?
Peppa Pig.
Pig. And how old are you? How old are you? Do you know how old you
Can
are?
you tell them to bring toys for the kids? They said,
Toys.
please bring toys.
Say please.
Toys. Bring toys.
Because there's a lot of kids,
Kids.
that need toys.
Toys.
Lots of kids, look at the camera,
Toys.
say lots of kids need toys.
Toys.
Yeah, lots of kids need toys.
And
Yeah.
mine.
And say, I want, for the Christmas party this year.
No, not that.
Hi, that's my granddaughter Hinata. Her father was actually one of the people that got free medical treatment from Dr. Maloney.
In the clinic?
At the clinic. I didn't have insurance at the time. He was 7 years old. That's when I first saw Dr. Maloney, when he was at St. Rita's. So, and I tell you, my son was very, very sick. He had a fever, and I took him to Dr. Maloney. Now he is 27 years old, and Hinata is his daughter. And I have to say, if it wasn't for Dr. Maloney, I didn't know what to do at the time. Not everyone had insurance. I didn't have insurance.
That's right.
Plus, also, like she was saying about the Christmas party, my kids were one of those kids that didn't have toys, and it was thanks to Dr. Maloney. And now, because of Dr. Maloney, I'm employed by him, I'm able to provide toys for Hinata and be a part of this wonderful, wonderful celebration for the kids, yes.
Will you be helping out at the Christmas
Yes,
party?
I will
this year?
be.
My
Yes,
turn.
I will.
My turn.
Your turn.
No,
Your
later.
turn.
Later. Okay, so here we go. Back to me solo. Okay, so like as Ramona was saying, the Christmas party is something that Dr. Maloney has hosted for over 25 years now. It's just his way of giving back to the community, and it really is a wonderful event. It started off, I believe, with like just a few kids and a few toys, and it actually grew. Last year, and grew, and I'm not exaggerating. I've been helping out at the Christmas party for the past 8 years, and every year it seems to get bigger and bigger. There's always over 1,000 children. In fact, one year, I think we even had 3,000 kids. It was crazy. So we never know how many kids we're getting, but believe me, we do get a lot, and we will get a lot. And the children who come are always children in need, and that's not an exaggeration. Unfortunately, there's children who are always in need. One year, I remember I saw children who came with no jackets, and it was like freezing cold. It was freezing cold. It was like snow on the ground, and they had no overcoats, no jackets, nothing. So believe me when I say that there really are children in need in the area. So that's Dr. Maloney's way of giving back to the community. Just shut the door. Okay, we're going to take a little break right now. We'll be right back. Okay, hi, we're back after our little break. So anyway, I spoke to you about the clinic before the break, and what a wonderful service that is for people who don't have health insurance. And whatever you need, Dr. Maloney will help you. If you need vaccinations for the children, or blood work, or antibiotics, as you call them here in America. We say antibiotics, but here it's antibiotics, right? But anything you want, Dr. Maloney is there for you. He's a really wonderful person and a wonderful doctor. And that's a great service that he gives his time every Friday to provide for you. So please come along to the clinic and utilize the service. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, which is something that Dr. Maloney has done for well over 25 years now, is host a Christmas party. And it started off, I believe, with just a few children in the community and a few toys, and then it grew and grew and grew. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that it really did grow. I've been helping with the Christmas party for the past 8 years now, and it's a wonderful event. And we get over 1,000 children every year. In fact, each year we seem to have more and more and more. Last year, I think we got 3,000 actually. So I have no idea how many kids we're going to be expecting this year, but I guarantee it will be a lot. And unfortunately, it's for the children in need. And these children really are in need. You know, I can remember one year it was really sad. It was really cold outside and there was snow on the ground, and a family of kids turned up with no coats. So, you know, it's not children who are privileged. It's children who are in need. And they really do need your help. Dr. Maloney provides toys for them. He wants to give them a Christmas, because most of them, this is the only Christmas they're going to get. Unfortunately, they come from families who can't provide a good Christmas for them. They can't provide toys, which is really sad, but that's just the reality. So Dr. Maloney wants to rectify that, and he wants to make sure that these kids get a really good Christmas. And he does a great job of doing that. Every year, all these kids, they turn up, and they are not given just one present. They're given a sack full of toys. They get like 4, 5 toys in the bag. And every child goes away with a sack full of toys, and they're just so happy and so pleased. And it's such a joy for me to see their happy faces. Not one child ever leaves disappointed, ever. Now, how does he do that? Well, it's not unfortunate actually, but, you know, he does it with the kindness and generosity of people like you. We need donations to be able to provide these toys for these children. And we always get really good donations from the community and from other corporations as well. Everyone's always very generous and kind. But, you know, we need to let you know that it's important to do this so that we can make these children happy. If you can find it in your heart to pick up a toy, if you're out shopping for a grandchild or a child, and you see another toy, just pick up another toy and, just bring it along to the office. And every little helps. And just know that if you do that, you'll be making one child very, very happy indeed. And you'll be helping a child. It's no greater feeling of knowing that you're helping someone, especially a child in need. Christmas is all about giving, but also maybe, it's a great way to teach your children that it's a good way to give to people who don't have as much as they have, who are not as privileged as they are. So it's a great way to teach your child that, they can go to the store and they can pick up a toy and they can help another child in need. So if you can find that in your heart to do, that would be wonderful, and I thank you in advance. If you are unable to drop off the toy in the office, don't worry. Just call the office after 7 o'clock, and Nancy or myself or Samir or another volunteer will be happy to come along to your address and pick up your kind gift, your kind donation. So, if you could just find it in your heart to donate as much as you can, as many toys as you can, that'd be wonderful. And just know that you would be making a child very, very, very happy indeed. The party is not only about giving the toys to the children, but it's a wonderful event as well. Dr. Maloney always decorates his office. There's music, Christmas music, there's fairy lights, and he even has his volunteers dressed up as Santa in the windows, waving to everyone passing by. It's a really great event. So if you're driving past on Boston Post Road on Friday, the night of the Christmas, please, just stop by and have a look. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's such a wonderful sight. It really is. It's a very, very moving and touching event. And I like I said, I'm so happy to volunteer at the Christmas party because for me, I'm always in awe of how many children turn up, and I'm always in awe of how many presents we have to give them. And it just gives me such great pleasure to see their happy faces and their smiles. And they always say, "Oh, thank you, Dr. Maloney." They're so happy, and they walk away with their toys, and they really are just so happy, so happy. It's really a great event. It's wonderful. So if you want to if you want to volunteer at the Christmas party, please just phone the office after 7 o'clock, and Nancy will tell you the date and the time of the Christmas party this year. And again, like I said, if you can find it in your heart to bring a donation, bring in a toy for one of these children, then please just drop it off at Dr. Maloney's office or call him, and one of the volunteers will come and pick it up for you. So, Dr. Maloney is a wonderful doctor. He's a pillar of our community, and he provides these great services. He provides the Christmas party, the clinic. He's just a wonderful person. So, I think I'm going to get Nancy back now to say a little bit more about the Christmas party and the clinic. But thank you for listening to Schmooze with the Moose. That's a great title, right? Dr. Maloney came up with that. Not only is he a great doctor and a great physician, he's also a very, very funny man, right?
He's hysterical.
Yeah, he is really, really. He has us laughing all the time. That's why I love helping out at the clinic every Friday. Because, it's such fun. He's such a great person. He makes you laugh. He's always got a smile on his face, never gets angry, never shouts, never yells. But he's always just full of good humor and makes everyone laugh. And I think that's why a lot of people like him as a doctor, because they feel they can trust him. They feel they can trust him, and that's why he's so popular in the community.
Yep.
I also just wanted to say before I pass you on to Nancy that the Christmas party would not be possible either without the help of the police and the fire department. Every year, and the DPW, everyone who comes, all the volunteers. So I would like to say thank you to them too, because every year they do a great job of making sure everyone's safe. There's always a lot of people there for crowd control. Like I said, there's over 1,000 kids, so you can imagine how many people are there.
With their families,
Exactly, with the families too.
By 4,
So you can imagine how many people are there. And every year there's Never any problems.
Peaceful, perfect.
Peaceful, perfect. Everything's safe. Everyone's safe. There's no trouble at all. And that's thanks to the police department and the fire department and the volunteers. They do a great job. So thank you so much. Okay. So I'm going to pass you on to Nancy now, who's going to finish our show. Okay. And you've taken off your earrings.
Hinata was playing with them.
All right. Okay.
That was a lovely schmooze with the Moose Hour. You did a great job, Debbie. Once again, I'll wrap it up a little bit. You all know the routine. We have a free medical clinic. We want you to use it. We want you to come and be well. Dr. Maloney only cares about the health and well-being of his patients. And if you just come and you've never been a patient before, you're his patient. And he just truly altruistically cares and has concern for each and every person he sees. And he wants you to be well. He wants you to be there. So if you use the clinic, spread the word, have your friends, family, anyone who needs this service, please show up on Friday nights and you'll be taken care of. And again, we remind you that Dr. Maloney does host this fabulous holiday Christmas party for all the needy children in all the surrounding areas. They've come at times as far away as Long Island and Rockland and Connecticut. Anyone is welcome to attend. So if you are in the community and you know of a family who needs this, certainly have them come. Call the office. I'll tell you when and where it is. Where it is always right in front of Dr. Maloney's office, right on the Boston Post Road. The address is 144 East Boston Post Road in Mamaroneck. And it will be on a Friday night in December. Call the office again at 914-381-2091. I'd be happy to tell you when the event is, what time you should arrive. Please have the children bring a sturdy bag to carry away the toys. We can't supply everything, so that's a necessity. And if you have the ability to help us out with this, we'd greatly appreciate it. I've thanked the large groups, the schools and the real estate offices and the churches and the Chamber of Commerce who recognize the great work that St. Rita's did this year as making Dr. Maloney the Man of the Year. And the senators, Senator Latimer, the congressman, the mayor of the village, and all the wonderful police, first responders, the police, the fire department, the DPW who keep it safe. And I really just want to extend a hearty thank you to each and every one of you who tunes in each week to watch these programs or grabs us as you're switching channels and recognize something and stop to look for a few minutes. Even if you don't watch the whole show, please understand how much we appreciate what you've done for us throughout the years. Drop off a toy at the office. I always put up a Christmas tree early so the festivity can be started, and people come in from all areas and all walks of life and drop off a toy. Dr. Maloney is always at the time seeing patients and never really gets to meet the people who are doing this, and understand that I thank you from the bottom of my heart on his behalf. Because each and every gift that comes into this office is sent to a child in need, and it really brings true joy and gratitude to these children. It's something that words can't describe, and that really needs to be witnessed to be believed. There's so many children here, and we really do need your help. So if you could kindly drop off a toy at the office anytime. I'm here at least 6 days a week, and during the day, the gifts are welcome. Maybe a little chaotic with patients here, but you're welcome to come in and drop something off, and understand how much we appreciate your kindness and generosity. So keep it coming, and understand how much we appreciate your goodness. And you truly are good people in this community, and thank you for supporting us. Thank you for everything you've ever done for us, and keep it coming, please. And with that, I'm going to sign off. Debbie's got papers to mark and plans to do, and I've got a ton of work to do. But again, we thank you again from the bottom of our heart, and on behalf of Dr. Kevin Maloney and St. Rita's Free Medical Clinic, Debbie and I are signing off for the night. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Good night. Take care.
Good night.